Good afternoon. What is the Warsaw Educational Foundation? It's an organization to promote academic excellence in the Warsaw Community Schools system. In 1987, a group of business leaders had the vision to enhance academic excellence in our schools. Since 1987, we've awarded many grants to support the 11 schools in our corporation and the over 7,000 students. Our goal is to provide these students additional academic support in classrooms to make them better prepared as they promote themselves through the different grades in school, on into college, and then hopefully in the business career right back here in Warsaw, Indiana.
Hi, I'm Barb Smolin, Executive Director of the Warsaw Education Foundation. Over the years, the Warsaw Education Foundation has awarded more than $200,000 in grants for teachers for classroom projects through Red Apple Grants. In the Red Apple Grants process, teachers who seek funding must submit an application, which is available on our website, in either the fall or spring application cycle. Grant applications are reviewed by a committee of the Warsaw Education Foundation, which rates each project without knowing the identity of either the requesting teacher or school that the project will benefit. Relatively small grants can spark added excitement and value to our public school classrooms in Warsaw. Provided here is a glimpse of the few projects funded by the Warsaw Education Foundation Red Apple Grants.
The Red Apple Grant, I was able to purchase literacy centers, and with the literacy centers I was able to get ready-made centers that the students could use. I just open them up and they're ready to go, and it enables me to differentiate instruction. My higher kids are able to be challenged, where my kids that need some remediation or need some extra help in a certain skill level, I'm able to do that, whether it be with rhyming or with writing their letters, and some of them it's simple sentence structure. So the literacy grant that I was able to write and then purchase enabled me to help meet the needs of my students. So now find the letters that go in the word that. And then after you build the word, then you're going to write the word. And I did special paper this time. I did it the long way. Okay, so find the letters that make the word that, and you're going to find the letters that make the word you. The Red Apple Grant helped me to challenge my students where they're at and take them a step higher, and they just allowed me to have more hands-on manipulative materials that I wouldn't have had if I wouldn't have had this grant.
Because of the Red Apple Grant, my kids were able to become published authors. And so it was really a great reward for them. They were able to write an all-about book, which was the nonfiction genre, and they were able to do a poetry book and a fiction book. And the excitement on their faces was worth it all, because when they held up that book, a hardback bound book that they could keep forever, it just made all the difference in the world. So thank you very much for making my kids writers.
Okay, this spring, Mr. Savage and I were awarded a Red Apple Grant, and we wanted to use it to teach forensics. We had a lot of students that were interested in that topic, and we thought it was a good blend of the biomedical program and English. What we did was we had the students working full year with the body chemistry in Mr. Savage's class, and we did a unit on crime solving in their honors English class.
My group, we created a box resembling a house robbery.
We had to describe the crime to them in our packet, and then we had to use a lot of details to say what the evidence was, showing who the suspects were, and talking about the witnesses, and a lot of interviews.
What we did was we made a packet and put like testimonies in it and victims and a lot of details and questions.
This is basically how we built our box. The garage door here really was where the main murder took place, with the car inside, and then you can see on the gun there's jewelry and the gun murder weapon, which is the gun.
And then after we were done with the shoebox, we gave it over to the next group of crime solvers, and they tried to solve our crime.
I'm Steve Savage, teacher at the Warsaw High School, and I'd like to thank the Warsaw Education Foundation for the Red Apple grant that we received. Not only bought us some textbooks on forensic science, but also several rather expensive kits and materials that the students can use to enhance their forensic unit. These girls are simulating a blood typing lab where if we had blood samples from a suspect, they would be treating the samples to determine the blood type of the perpetrator or the victim.
The Red Apple grant that I received last year really provided a lot of opportunity for me and my students. We got to do an interdisciplinary lesson with Mrs. Overmeyer and got a chance to put ceramics and chemistry together and do kind of interdisciplinary unit math.
All right, this is a Mimeo vote unit. We have 32 of these. The students are assigned a certain unit, and with that then we can take a vote or an assessment of how they're coming along, how their understanding is. You can also use it when you're taking a test at the end. It will record their answers at their own pace. At the end, it will give them a score back automatically. And then you can go into the grade book and see how any given student did individually, or you can look how the class did as a whole on each of the individual items on the test. One advantage is our students are so technology oriented that they find this a great interest, and they constantly are begging, you know, can we use the Mimeo votes? Let's use that to figure out how we're doing. Please, can we do the Mimeo votes today, Mr. Teeple?
Hi, I'm Julie Bishop, and I teach 3rd grade at Leesburg Elementary. I'm really excited today to talk to you about the Red Apple grants that I've received. I've won 3 grants so far through Red Apple. The first one I won when I was teaching 5th grade. So it was about Revolutionary War and a lot of books and background knowledge that the children might not know about our founding fathers and United States government. So it was really an interesting grant to write. My second grant is the one I use probably the most, and it's for math manipulatives, and the children just love the games that I've been provided. A lot of them are games and some of them are hands-on manipulatives, and it really addresses a lot of needs between telling time to counting money to fractions, and just the hands-on manipulatives are so important. The children need to be able to touch a lot of the items to be able to get a concept in their mind, and to make it go from concrete to abstract is really important. So that's an awesome grant that I love using, and it's actually been so popular that a lot of teaching friends have come by and they're borrowing my things, so I'm glad to share with them. My third grant that I've won is for the Mimeo vote, and I just got it last week, so I'm excited to get digging in and using that. I know that there's some other teachers who have that grant, so I'm really excited to get started on using the Mimeo vote.